Whoa.
Boy! In there somewhere! Storm's coming! Finish your business and climb down here!
Oh! The storm is coming for me. Why? Oh no, a storm? Oh look! The horizon! It's like moving a little bit because the ship is unstable. Have we looked at everything already? Because I feel like we've still been missing a few. Yeah, we got chapters 1 and 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. Oh! We might actually have all the information we're gonna get. This chapter will remain unknown until you leave the ship and return the book to me. Not this one. And 8. We've seen everything. Oh my god, and we only have 15 confirmed fates after doing that. What are we gonna do? I was told that I should try going even though we're not done yet, because we get a different ending as opposed to the one that we'll see if we solve everything. We can totally check that one out right now, and let me make a backup save just in case. Okay, I made a copy of my save. If anything happens, it'll be okay. I assume leaving before we finish solving everything is not a good idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
All done? We should go. Storm's nearly about, so we won't be coming back. If you've still business here, climb up and finish it. Else I'll make to port.
Oh. If I stay still.
Finally. Sit down so you don't fall out.
Ooh, 1 week later. The Honorable East India Company insurance assessment for the good ship Obra Dinn, a victim of calamitous events at sea, prepared by the Company Office of Investigation. Damage in Squall Atlantic, sunken storm, Falmouth, payout claimed £20,000. All cargo lost, payout claimed $5,000. Oh, all cargo from company, all cargo from Crown. Everything's gone. Oh, and then we get a review of all the ones that we managed to figure out. And there's money for each of them. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't finish all of them. We can read this once we get back to the ship and actually do everything. This is how many people we don't know about. Oh my god. Okay. A preliminary draft of this assessment has been approved by the Royal Trade Guarantor. 28,650. On behalf of the Honorable East India Company, I certify all statements as accurate and declare this matter closed in its entirety. What's even my name? This pocket watch remains in your possession. The book returns to its original owner, Henry Evans in Morocco. Ah, he's alive! In Morocco. What?
Just a minute. Coming.
I can't move.
Oh, goodness. What's like this? You know, you should be out of it then. Right, well, get yourself home then. And tell Arthur I said hello.
Tell Arthur I said hello?
Can you believe a letter at this hour? Must be important. I'll be turning in now. Tea's all gone, so you might think about going to bed as well.
A letter to me. One year after the investigation. Chief Inspector, I write to you with the unfortunate news that Dr. Evans has passed away. He succumbed to his illness shortly after receiving your package. Although his health was generally poor, receiving the Obra Dinn book in such an incomplete state further disheartened him so thoroughly that he was unable to recover. Oh, he used his final moments to express the extreme regret he felt with entrusting such a remarkable task to you. We thought you should know. Regards, Jane Bird. They're totally guilt-tripping me! A guy died because I didn't do my task properly. Abandon ship. Okay. Well, obviously we're not gonna abandon ship. Interesting though, because I feel like we got a piece of information here that we might not otherwise have gotten if we just played the game normally. Because how the hell were you supposed to know that Henry Evans is in Morocco? Now we know one fate, right? And Jane Bird. Jane Bird is alive. Maybe doing this ending first is actually crucial to get some information that we can't get from the ship, huh? I'm gonna skip the credits here because we are gonna look at the credits for real once we finish the game, right? Let's get back in. Alright, well, we're back on the ship here. And now we have all the information that we're gonna get. We're just gonna have to figure out the rest of it somehow. But first things first. Yeah. Oh, I completely forgot we had this preface here. Henry Evans. Oh, we already know that he's in Morocco, but I completely forgot about this. Well, that's okay, because that's what I was gonna do just now. Because we have a freebie here with Henry Evans. We know that he's currently alive in Morocco. Not for long though, if we're not able to find out the rest of the fates. Morocco would that be Africa? I think so. So now we have Henry Evans. We have this one that we know is wrong. Thomas Sefton, the cook. And Paul Moss killed by a sword. I think that's all we have for now. So once we get another one, I'm gonna go back and review Thomas Sefton to figure out why it's wrong. For now though, how do we want to begin? Do we just want to review everything chronologically again, or go by the numbers, or... I'm sure there were quite a few people whose fates I sort of knew, but I didn't put it down because I didn't want to be wrong. Maybe we'll just start by flipping through the book and looking at all the chapters. Loose cargo. This unknown soul was crushed by falling cargo. Yes, this is a guy in chapter 1. Make way, coming through. Orlop stern, neath the tiller. Don't know what that means. Lower away. Oi, wait. No, down below. And this guy's really hard to figure out apparently. An unidentified stowaway, expecting free passage and eventual freedom, was instead crushed inside a falling barrel. We don't have to identify him, right? There's nothing here. Hoist away, lower away. Okay. This corpse was moved post-mortem. Chapter 2, a bitter cold. Okay, so chronologically, what's going on here? We set sail on the boat, and we're just moving around cargo and stuff, and people are already dying right off the bat. What the heck? Nothing bad even happened yet. Chapter 2, a bitter cold. The ship has continued to sail. This map here, I feel like we should be making more use of it, especially to find the people who are alive, right? Because we gotta give their location. But right now, I'm not quite sure how to use it. We're passing the side of Europe, and it's really cold. Solomon Syed died to an illness. Yes. I remember this scene. There were Russian people here playing games, card games, And then there's the Indians were worrying about their friend Syed. Yes, because he was not looking well. A lot of people in this one because it's the scene with the hammock, right? Renford Rajab died to the same illness here. Is it contagious? No, some lung disease, not consumption, made worse by the cold. Will it spread? If so, we'd all have it. They must have picked it up at the Lasker house. What is a Lasker house anyway? A Lasker was a sailor or militiaman from the Indian subcontinent, Southeast Asia, and the Arab world. Oh, so maybe like a house full of sailors? Something like that? Anyway, so this was the surgeon talking to someone else here. But he died. He died? On the orlop deck, a large cow was slaughtered for its meat. And this counted too. Take him to the carpenters, get him wrapped up and see to the last strides. Hit her here, one swing. Get through the skull and stun her brain. I'll cut her throat when you've done it. The primary information we got here was Charlie, right? We've already solved this one. People are dying from the cold. Cows are being slaughtered for meat. Chapter 3, murder. And this is the treasure thingy. This is when things start getting a little strange, huh? We are next to the Canary Islands. Okay. Nunzio Pascia was killed by Nichols, right? No, in the end, we never got any more memories with Nunzio, so this is probably gonna be an easy one to fill out, but I'll review the rest of the book first. There was also a Formosan bodyguard in this memory. What's the motive here, though? Why is Nichols going around killing people? Because Nunzio was killed, the captain decided to kill Hoksang Lao because he thinks that he's responsible for killing Nunzio, even though the real perpetrator was Nichols. And then, you know, it's the Formosan people are obviously saying, no, he can't have done something like that. No, there's no way. But they couldn't do anything to stop it. Also, on the main deck, this unknown soul was shot with a gun by an unknown attacker. On your toes, boys. Ah, I think this is the one where we saw the Formosan lady get kidnapped. Somebody was holding her, and then this guy was trying to rescue her, but then he got shot. How can you do this? Right, we don't know the name of this guy, or the guy who killed him. So at this point, Nichols got one of the Formosan guards killed, and killed Nunzio, and Nichols is also the one who is kidnapping the Formosan lady, right? And the other man. But not the standing up Formosan guard, though. A conch, a shell? The calling. We started here, and then we've been slowly getting through the Canary Islands. This unknown soul was spiked by a terrible beast. Yes, these were the people who were kidnapped by Nichols and gang. The Formosans were kidnapped by Nichols. They were trying to go to the Canaries. And one thing to note here is that they took the chest with them. The chest that the Formosans brought with them. But the chest, it must not fall into the ocean. If the monsters come, you must stay down. The Formosans know something about the monsters. Yes. And the Chinese people was translating what they were saying. This unknown soul was spiked by a terrible beast. That's basically our default death for everybody here, because we know that nobody, not a single person, made it alive out of the little boat here. There was a Russian here. Keep rowing! The monsters are here, the mermen. There's something, give us a weapon. Stay down, Miss Lim. Yeah, they're trying to escape. Oh, Hagen, you still breathing? Can you row? Help! Nichols, sir, shoot him for God's sake. Nichols and gang have decided to take the Formosans and the treasure for some reason. Maybe it's worth a lot of money, but they don't know about the monsters. They didn't know that this was gonna happen. Okay, O'Hagan, that's not someone we figured out yet, but it must be someone who is still alive up until this point. So O'Hagan might be dead here. Yeah, we know that the lady was clawed by a terrible beast. I have it, hold on. What do you have? Actually, what do you have? And then the Formosan man died shortly after. Are you there, Miss Lim? He was reaching into the chest and got his hand burned. And the only guy that ended up alive throughout this whole thing is Nichols, who, ironically enough, as he came back to the Obra Dinn, he was shot by the Formosan guard. They planned on leaving the Obra Dinn to the Canary Islands, but they saw the danger and decided to come back. I'm guessing his overall motivation is treasure, because when he comes back, he's like, wait, no, I have the treasure, you can have it. Two people we just don't know the fate of, because by the time we see this, they're not even on the boat anymore. I suspect they might have drowned, but we don't know. We don't know. We'll have to check the other memories. So the boat came back with a chest, but none of the people on the boat came back. Chapter 5, Unholy Captives. Where are we now? Still roughly in the same spot here. We know that the Formosan guard was spiked by a terrible beast. Oh, because when they were fishing up that shell. Yes, lift this out and take it below. What the hell's going on? What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends? They're asking the Formosan guard. Oh, and the Chinese people are translating again. What are these monsters? Where are they from? You must tell us everything. This is your fault, says the Formosan guard. The shell must be protected. We will all die. Yeah, Chinese man translating. He's talking about a shell, very dangerous. Shell? What shell? They don't know anything about what they got into. So this man... I would have to confirm again, but is this the Chinese man who was translating for them? Because we know there's 4 Chinese people here. Much like the Formosans. It's gonna be the kind of thing where we have to find one of them, find the second one, and then just slowly go through the list and do it by process of elimination, I think. They're all talkmen. They all have the same job. This one is wrong, for whatever reason. They brought in the shell, and they were moving it downstairs. But look, he's saying, hey there, what's this? Give them to me and I can fry us a solid meal, boys. Obviously he's a cook, right? It must be his death that I got wrong here. It's a pretty shell here, let's have a look. Get back. Maybe he didn't get spiked? I mean, it seemed pretty spiky to me, but we'll check it out later on. And then while they were moving the shell down, the cook died, and now the Indian seaman also died by falling cargo. Oh my god. No words. And then, at around roughly the same time, people were going crazy. The captain's steward decided to knife John Naples. Knife this guy. And it's a surgeon here, trying to help this guy, but obviously he dies later on. The captain's steward is saying that the ungodly beasts carry a curse. Throw them back or doom us all. What did we say this language was again? Swedish? It's whatever the captain's steward is. So this guy also knows about the shell thing, the Swedish guy. Soldiers of the sea. They've had the treasure on board for a while, and they've had the shells on board, and now come the spider people, huh? This unknown soul was electrocuted. Mainsail hauled up, secure the braces and lower the topsail. Work fast, the wind is alive. This guy looks like a topman. Chinese topman? We just saw that he was electrocuted. We don't know how to figure him out yet. So the storm's coming here. This guy's easy to figure out, apparently. So maybe later on we should focus on him. Heave! Run! What is it? Bloody devil, another one over here. Don't remember this one? Nope. Just trying to get an overall picture right now. A demon! A demon. Demon. Is that French? The spider thingy is coming into the gun deck. Stay back, it's already done for Nick. Nick! That's someone we haven't identified yet, right? Something to look out for. Yeah, maybe this guy's Nick, because he's a 1. 1 triangle. Yeah, and the carnage continues. The spider crab thingy keeps going down and killing everybody. The surgeon's mate was decapitated by the terrible beast. This guy... I don't even remember him, but I'm guessing he died similarly, right? Yeah, there were 2 people in this scene. Okay. Charles Herstick, midshipman, was spiked by a terrible beast. Carnage. Yeah, they were throwing the lantern on the thing to kill it and all. This guy was also killed by the beast. The butcher. Yes. I've got you. Don't move. I'll get you down. Give me that gun. Yeah, the gunner's mate is also someone that we sort of know a little bit about. This guy. Hey, wait. Was this guy on the boat earlier with Nichols? Was he? Because he's still alive here, which means... Oh, maybe I'm misremembering. Hold on. I'm so confused now, because these faces... There's a lot of faces. Yeah. Don't try to figure it out now, just overall picture. Yeah, this guy died in the corridor. Probably spiked by a beast. A hideous monster perished simultaneously with a brave but unfortunate soul. More spiked beast killing people. Yeah, don't know his name. And after all of that, the Kraken comes. Lars Lind was clubbed by an unknown attacker. We don't know the guy's name. Let me on, says Lars Lind. Over my dead body, you bloody Dane. There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat. Oh, yes, yes. You killed my brother. We tried looking for this, right? But we didn't find 2 people in the list with the same last name. What? That was an accident. The ropes. It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing. Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long. No, don't. We have to look up what this ropes incident is, because what is it? We have to find a scene where maybe Lars is doing something with the ropes. Okay. Edward Spratt was crushed by a terrible beast. We saw this. Nothing here. This guy. Who is this? How did they die? Did we not see how they died? Oh no, this is one of the guys in the cannon, right? It was a bit contentious because the cannon and the beast were both there. Yeah, this is the really chaotic part with the guns, the cannons. Who's this guy? How did he die? Probably by an explosion, to be honest. The scene here. It's a lot of dead people. This guy was crushed by a loose cannon. Maybe he can be identified. What's happened here? She's healing. Find your footing. This unknown soul was crushed by a terrible beast. Get to the main bit. Quick, hold on, hold on. Throw it. Throw the powder. This one was one that I wasn't too clear on because there was a guy holding him back with a rope. A rope? Yeah, wait. Oh, wait. Could that be related to the Lars Lind incident then? You killed my brother. That was an accident, the ropes. Could be. Could be. The tattoo guy was crushed by a beast. He was torn apart by the thing, okay? Completely. Abigail was clubbed by the beast, or, you know, the cargo kind of fell on her. The rigging. Martin, where is the captain? Yes. A lot of people just disappeared during this section here. 7 people. We don't really know anything about any of these people, huh? Is this the eavesdropper? And this one might be a Chinese topman. But if we don't see how they die, like, how do we even figure anything out? Dang, that's a lot of people here. This chapter is unknown until I leave the ship and return the book to me. He wants to hide it for some reason. Escape. After all the scary things happening, people are just like, oh my god, we're not gonna stay here anymore. Oh, what the heck? Why are they going back up here? Oh, are they not going this way? They've suddenly changed course. Because all these scary things are happening, probably. The bosun met an unknown fate. Put me down, let me go. He was missing an arm, right? So I wonder if we could just say that he was torn apart by the beast or something. Because he says the squid too, the squid. How did you kill it? We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold, said he chased it off. At this point, somehow the captain was able to strike a deal with the devil, pretty much literally, to get the thing to go away, right? That's what bargain is. Chapter 8 bargain, but we don't know the contents of it right now. Paul Moss, first mate steward, was killed with a sword by an unknown attacker. We don't know the guy's name. This unknown guy was shot with a gun by an unknown guy. It's names, man. Everyone needs to use names more often. Oh, this is the guy I suspect to be the gunner's mate. And these people, I just don't know their names. I need to know one of their names to begin with. Oh, this unknown soul was clothed by Henry Brennan. Hey, this guy has a fancy hat. If we look at the list, the crew list here, we already solved the first mate and second mate. Third mate we know is Martin. So would this guy be John Davies? I actually feel pretty certain about this because just judging by the people's hats and stuff, not many people have fancy hats. John Davies. This is really quite rash though. Maybe I want to check the... Yeah. Maybe I want to check the sketch again, huh? I feel pretty sure though. Because looking at this thing here, there's only 4 people with hats. These fancy hats. There's also this hat here. And a bunch of top hats and whatever. Just makes sense, you know? Yeah. This is third mate, captain, first mate, second mate, fourth mate. He's standing a little bit far apart, but yeah. Okay. Back to the page we were on, which was the escape, I think. We'll see if that one's right, because that one is fully filled out now, right? So all we gotta do is go back to the cook and maybe try to fix our mistake there. And we'll see if it's right. Are you the eavesdropper? Och no. Yeah. Tell Pete's mother I tried my best to pull him back. To save him. This eavesdropper guy had something to do with Pete. Pete. All good things to think about. And then 4 people disappeared here, including the 2 women. We know there's only 2 women on the list here, but we don't know how to identify them. Miss Jane Bird and, what was the other lady? Miss Jane Bird and Emily Jackson. How would we be able to identify them? Miss Jane Bird? Is it because she's younger? She's not married? This lady looks younger, so between the 2, I would say she's Miss Jane Bird, but that doesn't seem like an airtight argument. I'll keep it in mind for now. These guys. Henry Evans is alive in Africa. Okay. The end. The ship made a loop back into the middle of the ocean here. William. Oh, this was when, like, it all went down and there was mutiny on board and the captain ended up killing himself. Oh, we didn't give this guy a cause of death, but he was killed by the captain. Was it a knife wound? Well, no, it was a clubbing, right? So I think I can go and add this one too. Yeah, right now? Do I want to confirm that it's a club? Club? By... Robert Witterell? Yeah, I think it is. I don't have to check this one again. Because if you check the one other person present... Yeah, it's Robert Witterell. Okay. And we can see that it's a club here. And then he shot himself, and that's that. Okay, well, that was a pretty long overview of what's happened so far. I do feel like I understand things a little bit better though. Basically, these guys did not know what they were messing with, and they got the treasure chest, which brought them a lot of misfortune. We don't know how the captain got rid of it all, but he did. So what I want to do right now is, I want to figure out the mistake with the cook.
Watch your footing.
Howdy there, what's this? Give it to me and I can fry us a solid meal, boys.
No, take it slow.
What's it, gentlemen? It's a pretty shell here. Let's have a look.
No, get back.
I'm sure he's the cook. Look, it says I can fry as a solid meal. So our mistake here has to be the spike thing, right? Is there a more appropriate one? Because up until now, when we say spiked by terrible bees, we usually mean the thing has shot out a spiky thing and the spiky thing killed him, right? But as far as I can see here, I guess no spiky thing came out? Could it be poison or something? Let's see if there's a better one here. Poisoned? I don't think that's a good one because we don't know for sure that this is poisonous. No. Speared? Speared? Speared by a beast? No. No. Struck? Struck by hooves, tail, or wing. Hooves? I guess it's a tail? It's the merman, right? Ah, we just had to get a little bit more specific with the death here. It's a little bit tricky. Yeah, this one's right. The guy with the hat. And our freebie here, Henry Evans. Now we're back at nothing again. How do we continue? How about we look at the crew list? Get out of here first maybe, or... No, we'll just stay here. I think strategically, because it's only gonna get harder and harder the more we fill this out, right? If we want to do this a little bit more strategically, what we would want to do is figure out 2 easy ones and then try to go for a hard one. Because if we can do that, then we can sort of confirm that the hard one is right. But if we do 3 hard ones, then it's harder to figure out which one's wrong. That's thinking pretty far ahead into the future though, because right now, where do we even start? It's probably easier to start with the people, like, who we know who they are, but we don't know how they died. Like Martin, for example. What happened with him? Oh, did we never see his death? Well, how the hell are we gonna know how he died? What the hell happened to him? He was in the Doom. He's still alive here. Oh yes, Abigail was asking, Martin, where's my husband? And that's the last we saw of him. What? That's the last we saw of him! Well, according to what we know then, he should be alive? Just looking at this chronologically. Martin, what happened to my husband? Have you lost your mind? Get back inside. I want my husband. Where is he? This is not quite the end. It's chapter 7. He's not missing either. Is he in the later chapters though? Not at all? During the escape portions. What the hell happened to Martin? Hey, this guy. This guy we think is the gunner's mate, right? But we don't know who killed him. That whole section with the mutiny, I feel like we can figure it out. We're on the cusp of figuring out, but do we want to start with going to Nunzio maybe? Because I think that was one that was pretty clear. We know that Nichols killed him. He's in one memory. Sure, we'll bookmark this, and where is he? He's in the gun deck, right? Or cargo hold, wasn't it? Oh, no. The death took place in the cargo hold, but his body is on the very top deck. Right. So let's go to his memory. Okay, I can see why I didn't fill this in the beginning. Because we can't really see a weapon. Yeah, not like really clearly. But let's go around the back. Is there blood or... No, we can't see anything in the... Oh? Is that a little... Maybe in that case, could we just try to figure it out from here? He's not alive. He's not been axed, burned, clawed, club. He's been eaten. That's what's happened. Expired. Oh my god, when would you even use that? Knife? Of all these ones, I would guess knife. Maybe it's a really small knife. Nichols. This is the first one we filled out, so we're not going to be able to verify it until later on, but we'll just assume this for now. Knife is the most logical one, right? Looking at the list. Okay. Well, in that case, who else do we want to tackle next? Alfred Klestel? So we don't know where Martin is. I can't do that one. Alfred Klestel. Who are you? You're the gunner. I'll bookmark all your memories. We don't know his fate. Oh, this is the one where he's lost an arm. Can I just say he's torn by a beast then? His mate was torn by a beast. The Frenchman. Oh, speaking of which, where is the Frenchman? Can we put that down as his fate? Can we put down a fate without knowing a face? Frenchman. There's only one French guy here. So we know for sure that this guy... This guy? Ah, we don't actually know who he is, but if we did, we would be able to put down that he was torn by a beast. Not right now though, unfortunately. He lost an arm. Is it too premature? Like, what? Not decapitated, that's for head only. I would say that's torn apart, but you know what? Let's go to his memory and try to confirm it. Okay, so here's this guy. He's lost an arm. I feel like categorically that automatically means that he was killed by the beast, right? Because nobody here would tear his arm off. But if we do look at the memory map, this is when he died, and the other times when he saw him, this was when the cook died. So the shell thingies have already infiltrated into the ship, and then later on we just learned that his arm's gone. But we never got to see the actual act of the arm going away, I don't think. Oh, it's probably during this sequence here. Look at all these, like, creepy things happening. He died here, but he got hurt in one of these ones. It's kind of tedious to go to all four of these memories just to find out where his arm got torn off, right? So, I mean, we know his arm got torn off. Can I just say? Am I making a lot of assumptions right now? I don't know. Is that our second one? Well, I also noticed though, this guy is the guy that we just identified, John Davies. Yeah, and we know that in the whole mutiny sequence, didn't this guy kill this guy? This guy who I suspect to be the gunner's mate. How do I find that memory? Yeah. If we maybe bookmark his memories just in case, and we go to the one where he perished. I feel like he was killed by John Davies. Again, let's go to the memory and confirm this. Oh, we did learn a lot here today, in this one, didn't we? Trade wretched fish and shells for gold. They were gonna take the corpses, the merman corpses and the shells for gold? Really? Really? Anyway, this guy here. His head got blown off. And this is indeed John Davies. So what I can say is probably... he was shot with a gun by John Davies. And who is he? He is he Charles? Wait, no. Oh, gunner's mate, not bosun's mate. Yeah, we figured this out because in the previous scenes, it seems like he and the gunner were the only people carrying guns. Yes! I think we know a lot more than we actually thought we did. It's just that I didn't note a lot of it down in the beginning. Okay, cool. That's slowly increasing. This whole mutiny sequence, though, I definitely feel like there might be more information here. Like, for example, who is this guy, then? He was knifed by... Ah! We know who he's knifed by, right? The gunner's mate. Isn't that who he was knifed by? We would have to check his memory, to be sure. The gunner's mate. You are Olaus we had her. And now we see here that he is the one holding the knife. And he's the one who killed this guy. We don't know this guy's name just yet, but we can confirm who killed him. Ola's Weader. While I was looking for the memory that this was in, I found something very interesting here. So remember this scene? The scene where there were some people trying to escape. Yeah, this guy died unfortunately. But Henry Evans is in this scene. It's this guy. Yeah, and we know that he's alive in Africa, in Morocco. So doesn't that mean that everybody on this boat should be alive in Africa then? This lady? And this lady. Yeah? I feel like that should be the case, right? Because everybody on the boat should be alive. And we know that between the two women, one of them is married, one of them is not. Alive in Africa. This is the minimum of what we can say. And this lady should also be alive in Africa. This person here though, they're climbing out of the thing, so maybe they're not doing the same thing here. I feel like I can figure out who these ladies are if we try to game the system again. But I wonder if it's possible to legitimately figure out their identities, aside from, well, if you're not this woman, then you must be the other woman. What's our crew list like right now? We have... Yeah, we just did some fates, so we don't actually have anybody. Okay, well in that case, the ladies. The ladies. Okay, I'll leave him alone for now. Who should we tackle next? Martin, we don't know anything about. Is there anything in this scene that we can realize? Oh, you know what? If we knew her name, then we could say who killed this guy too. But we don't know his name, right? I don't think so. No, we know he was shot by a gun by either Emily or Miss Jane Bird. He's playing cards. And yeah, the captain wants to let these people go. And they've successfully escaped. What about you? What are you doing? Damn, man, I have no clue. Who the heck are you? What happened to you? We don't even know what happened to him. He disappeared in the escape. Oh. Wait, what chapter are we in right now? Is he also alive in Morocco? Yeah, we are in the escape chapter right now. Wonder if it might not be too much to say that this guy is also alive in Morocco then. All the people who disappeared? Yeah, alive in Africa, alive in Africa. Alive in Africa. It kind of makes sense that this guy's alive in Africa, right? We don't know who he is. I thought he was climbing up the ship. But maybe he's climbing down. Well, we'll just say this for now. Yeah. I don't think there's anything else we can figure out from this scene for the time being. Yeah. We'll just say that all these people are alive. Crew list? Who would be a good person to try to figure out here? Charles Minor? We know he was torn apart by the beast. We just don't know what he looks like. He's French. There was that memory when someone said on demon. That's French, right? I wonder if we can use that memory to figure out who Charles Minor is. I could barely hear what he said.
What's going on?
Stay back. It's already done for Nick.
Hey, come on, boss. No, get there. Hey, cat!
Okay, I don't think I figured out who was the French guy here. His voice went by so fast. But Nick is someone we haven't figured out yet, right? Nick on the crew list would be... Who would he be? Nicholas? Nicholas Botterill? English Topman? That's the only Nick here. Does that mean that he's in the scene? It's quite hard to tell. Yeah. Well, he says it's done for Nick, right? So it's probably someone who's dying. This is the guy who died in the scene. This guy looks like he's gonna die soon, but not yet. But can we say this guy got spiked? Did we already say that? Yeah, we did. Okay. This guy also got spiked. Yep, we put that already. And... okay, these people look okay, so these people can't be Nick. Nick... Nick might be one of the people here. Nick? Was spiked? Actually, this would make sense, because if his name was already said, that's why he would be one triangle, right? What about this guy? Electrocuted. This guy is probably not Nick because he looks Chinese. Oh, and no, we already know that he was electrocuted in the previous scene, so I don't think he would... he already died previously and he fell down here. Right. This guy... there's an alive guy here. Okay, you know what? That guy is totally Nick. This is Nick, goddammit. Yeah, because it's done for. This guy's already dead. This guy's freshly dead. This guy's Nick. Okay. Nicholas Botterill. This one is a completed fate. Is it the only one we have right now? It might be. Okay, well, I came here to get the information about the French guy, but instead we found Nick. I think we found Nick. Yeah. Well, we'll keep moving forward. I don't think it's reasonable for us to be expecting to make progress every time we look into something. Because there's so many here. There's 60 goddamn people here. Yeah, we don't know this guy's name. No. Okay. If we can figure out the women, then we might have a completed fate here. Completed set of 3 fates. Philip Dahl. Captain's steward. We know who he is, but we don't know how he died? Is that what happened? Oh, he's one of the people who disappeared? The last thing we know about him is that he was captured, right? Because he killed the guy. Right, he stabbed the other guy for God knows what reason in chapter 5. It was like he was possessed. And then in chapter 5 part 2. Chapter 5 part 4. So he saw the cook die, and then he stabbed the guy, and then they took him away in chapter 5. And then in chapter 4. Okay, so the captain's steward was one of the guys on the boat. He's seen those merman things firsthand, and he's come back. Well, what the hell happened to him after that? Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things. He may yet find his senses. Where is the lazarette? The lazarette's here, but we didn't see a dead body here. And it didn't say anybody disappeared. Huh. Philip Dahl? We'll ignore him for now. I don't know how to figure it out. Paul Moss was killed by somebody whose name we don't know. Which one should we tackle? This guy was spiked. That's what we're saying now. Maybe we should just go back to the ladies. The ladies. How would you figure out the ladies? It's one of these women. Well, in terms of the book, they would be under escape, right? How many memories do they even appear in? Because I don't remember seeing them that often. 3 memories. 3 memories for the older lady. 3 memories for the younger lady. Same 3 memories? 88, 120. 88, 120. Right. So they were hiding in this little area here. Yeah. Emily Jackson and Miss Jane Bird. She's younger. She's Miss Jane Bird, right? I think that might be it. This lady has a ring. Is that the ring finger? Fourth finger, right? Fourth finger on the left hand? Is that how we're supposed to be able to tell this? I thought this lady looked a bit ethnic to begin with, but judging by the names, I think they're both just English. I mean, I don't like guessing, but if we just say that this is Emily Jackson, would that make sense? Okay, that's two fates. Two fates. But if we say that this lady, the other lady, is Miss Jane Bird, based off the fact that she looks younger and that we saw Emily Jackson have a ring. So she's married and she's not. Oh my god! Are you serious? So they are alive in Africa. Okay. 3 of the 4 escaped people are alive in Africa. Pretty sure that last guy is also alive in Morocco, but we don't know his name. No. Okay, we're going places. Yeah. I wish I saved one of the female ones though, just so we can use it to validate some other fates later, but this is okay. This is okay.